Relic 7 review, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And not only are we going over Relic 7 review for one person, we're actually going to show you a relic. I think it's a relic for another person in another character. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1, guys. And if you're liking these 2-for-1, you know, relic reviews, I mean, you gotta hit me up with a little like. This is gonna be a fun video. So we're going over Rebels. So you guys know how I've been, you know, the last week or so, you know, I've been going over and chatting about original trilogy and stuff. I would love to see, and for this new year, I would love to see a huge emphasis on the original trilogy, both for Empire and Rebels. So this is a great video because guess what? We're gonna look over some Rebels today, and it's no Chewbacca, although Relic 7 Chewie is pretty hot. It's not R2, it's not CLS, not 3PO, not Old Ben, and not Han Solo. We're going to take a deep dive into this fine lady right here. Ooh, Rebel Officer Leia Organa. So we're gonna look into her kit, and we're gonna do that really quick. But before we get into that, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Rip Doe also helped with the previous Relic 7 review of his Savage and his Darth Sidious. So big thanks to you, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I took a while to get to this. I've just kind of put a hold on some Relic reviews, but I do want to do some more. So with that also being said, if you guys do have any other reviews you want me to do, and if you guys have some cool Relic 7, there's high Relic characters that are kind of off-brand or, you know, different kind of taste, hit me up over Discord. My Discord is It's Just Ian #, hashtag rather, 3000. So let's read about Leia's kit. So this is one I haven't really touched at all. As you can see, what is she? She's gear 6. Gear 6, 7-star. So her basic, I do know this, she does give out buff Muni, which is really good. She gains some TM and a little bit more TM depending on some other stuff going on there. And this thing right here, the Rebel Barrage, is probably one of my favorite things about her kit. You guys will see it in today's footage from Rip Doe's, his battles, that this one right here, this attack with Rebel Barrage can do some big damage. I don't want to show any of the HSTR for the Phase 3 footage in today, but pretty much with that team and how that functions, you can kind of do the she goes into that one mode where she does like a bunch more damage pretty much, and she can just spam all these hits on a tray and do a lot of easy damage, like 2 million easily damage. If you guys want to, I'm sure there's a video out there, but I don't want to go over that in today's video. I just want to go look at her entirety of her kit. But this ability here is going to do some big damage. It hits a lot of times. It says it deals damage 10 times to random enemies. Enemies struck more than once suffer ability block. This ability's cooldown is reduced whenever she scores a critical hit or suffers a debuff. And they can be countered. That's a pretty cool thing as well. And she's even got a leadership here. I totally forgot she had a leadership. So her leadership is Rebels have tenacity and critical chance, which is nice. Whenever they take damage from an Empire, they have a 50% chance to get Foresight for 2 turns. The first time each turn a Rebel ally resists a detrimental effect or suffers debuff, they gain. So kind of like a little bit of a Grandmaster Yoda type of vibe there. And then her Dauntless unique, she has more offense and tenacity. The first time she resists a debuff or detriment effect, or suffers a debuff, it says right there, she gains some 15% TM and gains 35% offense stacking until her next turn. So this is really cool stuff. Pow, he's all the way down here. Yep, that's right, mine is Relic. Why do I say Relic? He is level 1, gear 1, 7-star. Gosh, and his basic, it's pretty worthless, not much to go over there, but he does gain some offense here and some TM, which is hot. There's not much to say about this guy, you know, he's just really bad. You know, people did use a Phase 3 team with Pow because he has this offense up, but really, guys, don't invest in him. But you know what, who did? Rip Doe did. So, with that being said now, we're going to check out some battles here with these guys, with those two, and we're gonna have some with just those 3, or with just those 2 with another 3rd, and we're also gonna have some with CLS and all those guys with Leia. So let's swap over and show you guys some cool battles for today. I kind of forgot to show off the mods. So here are the mods really fast on his .gg. So he's got a CD set and a HP set on his Leia, 292 speed with maxed out crit damage and some decent offense, I'd say. And tenacity there. So pretty much he's playing, he has the right mods for how this character's kit works and functions. So this is, I would say, for him having Relic 7 Rolo, this is pretty hot. So that's her. You guys can see he's got some decent mods there. And then coming over here to Poe, or Pow, I always say Poe, Pow, you can see here that he's Relic 4. He's actually modded for speed here, and he's got a crit damage triangle there. He's got some decent offense, and those are his stats. So now we can show you guys some fun battles here today. This is versus Shakti Clones, and he's, like I said, we're gonna show you guys some with, you know, just some rebels, and we'll just show you just some with those guys, those relic up guys. So we're gonna speed up here because we already saw the mods and everybody. So these are Gear 13 Shakti Clones, and I think this is a kind of fun team to use versus these guys. You're not using your 3PO here, which is a big thing, I think, or, you know, R2. So he has guard on to his POW, and I don't know, I haven't seen any of these, so this is really my first time watching it with you guys and just seeing what it does. So here we go, the barrage. It's not bad, you know, 10k for, you know, what is that, 10 hits? That's not bad. She's about dead though. She's really, really weak. But it's nice. We kind of melted through that 5's HP protection, which is nice. She died, unfortunately. But hey, you know, the offense up from POW, it's pretty solid, I'd say. But you know how these rebels are. This is really one of the main reasons why I feel like the rebels need some more, you know, reworks and just some new rebels. Some new kits, some new characters. Like I said in previous videos, Han, CLS, and Chewie are, and of course 3PO and R2 are some of the best rebels, and we need like another team there for the rebels. So that's the first one I want to show you guys. The next one is pretty much the exact same team, but here we're going to fight some Gear 13 JPR and some Gear 12 Jedi. And let's get this one going. So, yeah, Rolo. Her damage, I would say, is pretty much based off of her huge special. And trying to, you know, reset that cooldown and redo it again is a big thing here. And that's just how the character kind of works, though. So, you know, what we saw in his offense, I mean, this guy's got some good offense. The damage is still not that great on, you know, Relic 7 Rolo. She is an attacker. And man, I totally forgot to read what her mastery was. I'll probably go over that in a little bit. But yeah, you know, POW, there's not much to say about this guy right now. He's just kind of sitting here. He's getting marked. He's in really any of these, he's not doing much. Rolo actually does some stuff here, and that's a cool thing to see. Ever since that Rolo did come out in the game with the Hoth TB, I always thought that she'd be somewhat decent. Her and Commander or whatever his name is, Han, from Hoth, the Hoth Han. Those guys just never seem to be good enough for me to really invest my resource into them. I think they're fun characters, but man, they're just not that great. And that's where I really want to see some better characters. You know, I want to get some either reworks of these older characters, or just make them, or just bring out some new ones. So that's that one. And briefly, let's pause here and see what the mastery is on Leia, because I totally forgot. All right, so it is going to be crit damage, crit chance, and offense. For both their masteries, actually, for both Rolos and for POWs. And this is the 3v3 versus Django teams and bounty hunters, and you guys just freaking saw her laying it into that guy. And this is, you know, Gear 11s versus Relic 7 Rolo, it's going to be probably a little bit overkill, but it's just fun to see some of this damage in a 3v3. I know 3v3 is kind of already gone, and it's past. I think we're going to probably see it here in a little bit. Not this next GA seasons, but probably in a couple more seasons from now. So this one is versus Gear 10 Padme, and I think that was a Gear 11 Shakti, holy cow, Ahsoka, and she just got raffle stomped. And this is a Gear 13 GK. So, like I was saying, you know, the special and the whole Rebel Barrage from Leia doing all those huge hits, that's pretty much this entirety of her DPS. That's pretty much it, guys. There's not much to say about this one. I kind of like the other one, SWGoH, a little bit more, and just how that guy functions, you know, in the Sith and stuff like that. He has really cool synergies with those guys. This one for Rolo and Leia, I just don't find it to be all that great. I think that if her cooldown on that ability was a little bit easier to reduce it and to get it again, so you can just kind of spam that one over and over again, that'd be pretty cool. But just like I said before, guys, this is just a very outdated kit for not just Rolo, but for POW too. But I would say more so for Rolo. I feel like this character, it's a Leia. She should be somewhat good in it. That's just for everybody that's from the Rebels faction, besides those main 5. They all need some love. And even for the Empire, holy cow, that's some big damage right there, guys. That is some big damage. And, you know, Relic 7 with that good of offense stats and crit damage, max crit damage, by the way, on this Leia, still not doing that much damage, 15k. You know, it's just nothing impressive to me. So that's this one. I want to show you a few more. This is versus Gear 11 Darth, Revan, and Malik. Of course, it's in a GA. So this is with the Leia lead with Han and Chewie. And he went straight for Bas Lashan. They're dead. That's pretty cool. You know, you probably wouldn't want to rock your Rolo with these guys versus Gear 13 Darth, Revan, and Sith Empire. But he was able to do it, and that's great to see. You love to just see those stupid Sith Empire and Maliks vanish. I love seeing that, guys. I'm not a huge fan of those characters. So this one is versus some OG, you know, Sith. He's got a Traya. He's fighting in a Sith Empire Trooper and Vader. You know what? I would love to see. You know, I might do. What do you guys think of doing a video going over, you know, potential kit reworks or new kits we could possibly see with both Rebels and Empire? Because I have some ideas I would love to see here of how they could really bolster the faction up. Not to make them like meta defining an arena, but just make them a lot better and useful. Like, kind of think of it like a Padme team where they can beat some good teams if you have, you know, the right parts to it. And just stuff like that. I think we need more Padme-esque teams in the game, I feel like. Okay, so back here, she got this big hit off. Trey is dead. That's pretty cool. The isolate goes away, and man, this is a pretty tanky Sith Empire Trooper. It feels so weird for me saying that, man. Sith Empire Trooper. Don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so now it's just down to Rolo. She doesn't regain any crazy protection, or pretty sure she doesn't regain anything at all, just her HP. And Vader just got demolished. Okay, chill, Leia. Okay, so which one? We got one more here to show you guys. Last one. We already saw the stats here, so let's just kind of skip ahead. So these are versus some Night Sisters he fought recently in his TWs. And I think you know, going on that part where I feel like I would like to, or for me, you know, chatting about that, trying to do videos about these specific these teams and what ones I feel like they kind of need and parts of their kit that I feel like are kind of missing. One thing I feel like that are missing a lot from Rebels is their tankiness. There's not a whole lot of good tanks. You know, we have a Stormtrooper Han, we got an old Ben. Parts of their kit are really great, but parts of their kit are just, you know, not all the way there. I feel like most of these old teams, they're pretty dang close to being really good, but I just like a little bit of a tweak. So tankiness to these guys, I feel like they're missing a lot on, pretty much. So coming back in game, just to kind of finish this video up for you guys. I don't have much to say about Pow. I think his Relic, God bless your soul if you really did Relic him, and if you're like Ripto, God bless. But this guy, I can't give him a good rating, man. He's got to be a solid 3 out of 10 for me. He's not really much. He's not doing much here in any of these battles. He gives that offense up. He can do like a Sonic, I think an AoE there that we saw. That's it. That's about it. So yeah, he's really bad. I don't know. That's all I gotta say about that guy. And then coming over here to Rolo, a lot better than Pow. And I'm kind of I feel like if anybody from, you know, these older kits that I would like to see reworked, it would be a Leia. Whether it be this Leia or the original Leia from the, you know, Princess Leia, of course, Princess Leia. I would like to see at least one of those get reworked. For this one, as is right now, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. And what I would like to see is being able to refresh her Rebel Barrage a little bit more, her big AoE. And maybe another potential special to cleanse or something, I don't know. She's an attacker, but, you know, nowadays we have attackers that are freaking tanks, like, for example, General Skywalker, and just stuff like that. The power creep's gone to an all-time high, and I would like to see some people from these eras, original trilogy, get revisited and kind of get some more love. So You know, Pow, 3 out of 10. Leia, 5 out of 10 for me. And that's pretty much all for this video, guys. I do like doing these videos. I like to cover some of these. These are for me at least, they're entertaining to see what the damage can do. You know, just another warning: relics are relics, and you know you can relic a freaking anybody here in any of these characters that are in the game, and they're going to be pretty solid at Relic 7. Just, you know, it's out there, people know that, but I like to just pick and choose some of these other ones that maybe you guys are interested in seeing. So that's the one for today. Thank you, RiptoB, for reaching out and letting me use your footage twice, for this one and for the previous one I did on SWGoH and Darth Sidious. So big thanks to you, man. And with that being said, if you guys have any other videos you'd like me to cover, and if you also have any other relics you would like me to cover, and if you have some relics, feel free to hit me up on Discord like I said, guys. That's going to be it for me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys are new here, feel free to sub. We also have a couple ways if you guys do want to support me even further. We have Patreon, and we also have new channel memberships. So that we got those two things, and also to wrap it up, we got a Discord channel if you guys want to hang out there and chat it up over there. That's it for me today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later.